Hello everyone. Today we're going to go over the ins and outs of the photography ABCs. You can see this file that I've created. I'm going to show you where you'll receive that, which is actually right here in the assignment instructions. With the assignment instructions, you're going to get a Google Doc, which outlines how you're going to be graded, tips on how to take the photos, as well as the instructions to complete the photo card. Also, you'll obviously see one more thing, which is this video on this how-to step-by-step demonstration. And then this file right here, you're going to click on it and then hit download to basically bring up what I had in Affinity Photo. This assignment is a major grade. It is your first photo assignment of the year. We're going to spend not too much time in the class on this because these are projects that you are supposed to be doing outside of the classroom and bringing in, and we're going to be editing them. So if you don't have your work from outside the classroom bringing it into here, it's going to be a major problem, which is why it's a major grade. And also, if you do not turn it in, even though this is a late date, because it is due on November the 14th. That's 6 days later. If you don't turn it in within 6 days, you will receive an F. And there are no exceptions to this, so please make sure that you turn it in on time. First thing you're going to do is you're going to click the photo card. After you click the photo card, you're going to hit download. After you download it, you're going to come up with this image here. You can see all these different groups that I created. They are specifically for the letters, and I will show you what to do in a second with that. First thing you're going to do is import an image. So I have a picture I took. I was changing my tape dispenser out and noticed that before I put on my new roll that this looked like an O. So I figured I'd use that for this project. You can see that with this project, we need to change the size of these so this way they fit in here. One thing you need to do is for yours, I don't know if it'll automatically do it because of the file that I'm giving you, but you need to change your stuff over from pixels to inches. To do that, you hit the zoom tool and you make sure that your units are listed as inches. It's super easy. It's really quick, and that's a one-step thing, but it's a major thing that you need to do. The reason being is because when I click on my cursor, now I have my image. I then go to my transform panel. You can see it's listed now in inches. If you do not switch your units over to inches on the zoom tool, you're not going to see inches here, you'll see pixels. So I'm going to take the smaller of the two numbers and I'm going to change that to 4. The reason being is because the blocks that I created are 4 inches by 4 inches. So if you see, this will just fit in height-wise, and then width-wise, we need to make it fit inside the block. So what I do is I drag this down, and see how it's the short blue line next to this? I'm going to drop that in, and then you make sure that it goes underneath the white box. But when you go underneath the white box, make sure you pull that over as well. So basically you're going to have the group, the rectangles in the group, and you need to use that rectangle as a mask. And to do that, you pull it over. If you just leave it like this, it's going to show out the sides. If you pull it over to the side, you're going to get that short blue line like we got earlier in the year with our pattern text project. So that creates a clipping mask. That clipping mask is going to cut your picture horizontally, in this case vertically if you had a portrait style photo. But the nice thing is since I'm clicked on just this image here and I have my move tool selected, I can actually move this around and get it to fit perfectly nice and centered. So this way I see an O there. Okay, it is literally that easy. Notice that the letter is actually hidden. So your image is between the rectangle and the letter. The letter is only there in place for you to obviously know the order. let's hope you know your ABC's order, but just to make it easier visually where things need to go. And also, since I named all the groups, I just want to make sure that you knew what was going where. After that, I usually just collapse my group just so this way I don't have to worry about having too much on the screen, because this is a ton of layers, which is obviously something that can be very difficult in order to keep straight if you don't. So that's why I usually collapse my groups after I'm done. Other than that, if you have any questions, please let me know. But that is how easy this project is once you get your 26 photos. I know that can be a little bit difficult, especially getting a queue. But keep your eyes out there. You can easily get it. Actually, if you really think about it, I could have used this as a queue because I got a circle with a little line coming out of it, and maybe that could have stood for a queue for me. So have fun with this, though, and I look forward to seeing everyone's ABCs. Have a good day.